The common theme here today you've seen is connections, and that's the theme of the actual conference. Connections in all these films and talks, because we are very sociable animals, us humans. So it's no surprise that we all need to belong to something, to be connected with others, whether it be our families, our work colleagues, friends and families, and our acquaintances and our peers. Peers who will be in the same position as each other. We understand each other. We can understand what it's like to live with dementia, because we're all in the same boat, sailing. Some will be further along in the journey and can share good advice. And they can give us the wisdom that they've learned from their experience, which will make our experience a bit better. We want and need each other. We need to belong. And once we understand each other better and understand dementia better, the understanding then breaks through lots of barriers. As you've seen today, barriers such as different languages, cultures, age differences, all barriers that can be broken. Nobody should be on their own and alone, especially when you're given a life-changing illness. Nobody should be facing dementia alone. We aren't. Nobody should be isolated because they don't fit or they aren't who they used to be. We all need to come together, to speak together and learn together, to connect together. To be together and keep our connections keeps us alive. When we're faced or affected by dementia, it becomes a team effort. The whole family shares the diagnosis. Your friends share the diagnosis. And it becomes nothing about us without all of us, because we can't do it on our own. So we need your support and your help, your assistance and your connections. We all need to feel valued, respected, and have a meaning to live. Not shunned and definitely not forgotten about. When a diagnosis of dementia is given, you can feel so lost and so alone, but mostly out of ignorance, and mostly from a lack of knowledge about what dementia is, what the symptoms are, and what effects it will have on you. Ignorance also from those around us that do not understand dementia either. Everyone has heard the word, but still people do not understand what dementia is. And to cope with a life-changing illness, you have to adapt and change your life. And that's what we're doing. You need to carry on to live as well as you can, and don't worry about things you can't do. You have to concentrate on what you can do and ask for support. And you don't worry at all about anything else. You just find the solutions. You don't dwell on the problems. You don't dwell on the issues. You look for the solutions. We all need to understand what dementia is and what will happen at every stage of the disease. And only then, when we understand dementia ourselves, we can embrace and live with it. And that's what we're doing. Just as you've seen with all my friends with their videos, we are still trying to do what we can still do. To be busy, remain socially stimulated and active for as long as we can. To remain connected. The alternative is sat at home, living with dementia, which isn't a good companion. Sat on a settee, waiting to die from an illness that might not even kill you. So we all need to carry on doing and living, to keep travelling, to keep having holidays, to keep sailing, and definitely to keep challenging ourselves and others about dementia. This doesn't change anyone when you have dementia. You're still the same person. And it becomes more important than ever to carry on living, just as you did before the diagnosis, and just as you've seen us do here today. We are still doing our best to carry on, and why not? Because we're all still people. We aren't and shouldn't be defined by our illness. We are all still people, real people. And I think this is what we've been trying to show you today. We might need support, we might need reminders, but with your help and support, we can continue to make the connections that we want and need. Connections with our friends, our acquaintances, and families. And we must make sure that we connect with the people that don't have any of this. And if we can do this, we can continue to live. So please understand what you can't see. Don't make assumptions, and see us first, not the dementia. We may have dementia, but it certainly doesn't have us yet. I'd like to thank you all for coming and taking the time to listen to us. And please remember, dementia is not racist, it's not political, it's definitely not ageist. This is the face of dementia. It affects our grandparents, our parents and our children, sadly. It affects our friends and our colleagues. Dementia is all around us. But with your help, your understanding, your support, we can continue to live and stand up with dementia. Please see the person first, see us first, the dementia second. Thank you.